Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again in this weekly Facebook event, podcast as well. Whatever way you're joining us, thanks for being here. It's every Thursday at 7 p.m. that we go ahead and make these videos. So today we're going to talk about suicide prevention, suicide awareness. This past month, September, was Suicide Awareness, Suicide Prevention Month. And we're going to go ahead and talk about that. In October, it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And so next week, we will talk a little bit about that as well. But for today, I wanted to just point out some resources and also how can we make this more of a topic that is spoken about more freely and not have so much of a taboo around it. So I do know that there's many people who believe that asking someone, are you trying to tell me that you have thoughts of killing yourself? If they ask them directly that question, they're afraid that they will somehow put that thought in their head, that idea in their head. And that is not the case. And research has shown that it is better for us to be direct in asking them, are you saying you have thoughts of killing yourself? Do you have plans of killing yourself? And this is better than, of course, staying quiet, ignoring, or simply trying to ask in a not direct way. It's important for us to, if you have a loved one that maybe you heard them say, I wish I wasn't here anymore, I wish I could go to sleep and not wake up. It's important for you to take those comments seriously and go ahead and ask them directly, are you thinking of killing yourself? Do you have any plans? And if that is the case, then we will go ahead and give you guys some resources. And what would you like? What would happen next? Let's say, yeah, they did say they do have thoughts, and this is serious. So the first thing would be to go and take them, if there's a nearby emergency room, emergency hospital, take them there. They will do the evaluation, and if needed, they will keep them for 72 hours or send them over to the inpatient hospital. If you feel like it is not safe to drive them anywhere, then the next or another resource that you could use is called the PERT team. And so this PERT team will come to your house or the location where you are, and they will do the evaluation there themselves, and then from there transport them to the hospital if needed. In order for us to get a hold of the PERT team, what we need to do is call 911 and ask to be transferred to the PERT team, and that is PERT. So again, the very first most important thing is to bring this out in the open. If we notice, like ourselves as human beings, we have this like a way of us noticing if someone is going through something, if they're not themselves, they're not looking like themselves, they're not feeling like themselves. So instead of just ignoring that, speak up and ask them, are you okay? Is something going on? Can I help you in some way? And that's how we can get this conversation started. There is the man, I forget his name, but he had attempted suicide, and he jumped from a bridge, and as soon as he jumped, he regretted it. It was a miracle that he survived and is now able to tell his testimony. But what he said was that on the way, as he's in the bus driving to this bridge to jump out, what he mainly wanted was just someone to ask him, are you okay? Do you need something? Do you need help? He wanted to be hugged. He wanted just that human connection, that human acknowledgement, that, someone can tell him, I don't know what you're going through, but everything is going to be okay. And so that is the main thing, bringing this out. Don't have that fear or that timidness. Just ask, are you okay? Can I help you? And just recently I went to church, and our pastor said when people are experiencing in this stage of crisis that they're contemplating taking their own life, they don't want, scripture thrown at them. What they want is that human interaction, that hug, that feeling of connectedness, that they want someone to tell them it's going to be okay. I'm here. I don't know what you're going through, but I'm here. I can help you. And then, of course, we need to know those resources. What do we do in that situation? So the first thing is that, pray. I would honestly, in myself, I would pray in that moment, just because that's my inner self, what I would feel like doing. And it doesn't just stop there. God gives us these resources. So what is next? Let's take them to the hospital, have them evaluated, continue to be a support system, a non-judgmental support system, which is so important. And then in the times where maybe they said, no, I don't have these thoughts of taking my life, but I am in a really dark place right now. In those cases, there are other resources that we can still go to. There's a National Suicide Prevention Hotline. There's the Trevor texting chat app or phone number that you can just text, and someone will be there to text you back, and they can chat with you. There's the warm line. Maybe you just feel like talking to someone. You feel like just being heard. You don't have thoughts of killing yourself, but you also don't know where to seek help. There's the warm line, and someone will be there to talk to you and to help provide you with more local resources. So in this post, I will attach all of the resources that I know. If you guys know of other ones, please add those, comment below. And again, the most important thing is, let's not ignore this. Let's not ignore the comments. Let's not ignore the feeling that we get, that we know something is wrong, and we're not going, taking that step to just ask, are you okay? So that is where it begins, just having that initial acknowledgement that you can tell something is off. And then also that initial conversation and asking them directly, are you having thoughts of killing yourself? And along with all those resources that I've provided now, we can continue to try to save lives and provide the mental health help that people need. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Please share this video if you found it helpful. And please subscribe and like and comment. Thank you.